I was given the prompt my senior year of high school. What do you want to change in the world? Everyone around me began to type as if they already know the story of change they want to write. I sit at my desk, hands in my lap, thinking about change in my life. An idea comes and then it leaves and it repeats. Over the past 18 years of my life, why can I not think of a major change in my life? Everyone wants to change something about themselves, so why does that make my story any different from anyone else's? Everyone would love to end world hunger or end pollution, but I don't see me doing anything to complete these changes. And then my teacher tells me, if you can't think of a major change either in your life or something you want to change, you really need to think and reflect about your life. So I sit and think, what change do I really want to make? But then as I look around the room, I begin to have this deep pit feeling in my stomach, a feeling I've never realized until now. Why doesn't anyone in my class look like me? Me. I am the daughter of two hardworking, college-educated African-American, Chinese, and white parents who both chose careers as educators. So wealth has never been the primary ambition in our house, but I luckily hit the educational jackpot. Now let me tell you my story. I started out going to a Montessori preschool and continued on to a private school until first grade. I got the best education I could receive, but soon money ran tight and we moved on. I moved to a public school with other students who also couldn't afford to be in private schools, to a school whose resources were more limited than what I was used to, but I succeeded enough in my education to get into a charter school for my middle school and junior high years. I passed the test and received the one spot the school had left. I took a 45-minute drive every day to a faraway place to get a better education. With the uniform on, I received an education that kids who look like me didn't receive. But why weren't kids who look like me going to school with me? I spent those years thinking it was supposed to be like that I was just special. But then I went to high school. The same thing occurred. Yes, my high school was more diverse than my middle school, but why am I the only person of color in every single one of my classes? As a high schooler, I tried to be in every activity and played sports all 3 seasons. I was supported by all of the adults in the school, and it was amazing, but there was a difference in support between my friends and I. I was treated completely different. I felt like I could never ask questions or even step out of line to be just a little bit of a rebellious teen. I was putting on a fake face for everyone around me, but on the other hand, I felt special and on top of the world. Yes, everyone saw the spark and the potential that I had, but also the great diversity it gives the school. Now, isn't that a great headline? Littleton High School has an overachieving child of color. How exciting, right? I just find it an issue that I get looked at differently because of the color of my skin, and where I come from, I find it an issue that everyone thinks I'm the sad brown girl who lives 45 minutes away, who lives around kids who are in poverty. So what change do I want to make? Well, I want to change the lives of children without the opportunity of higher education, to make education equal and equitable for every student, for everyone. I want to be invested in students' personal and academic successes, to show students that their future is something that no test will ever measure, that their destiny is in their own hands, that they must shape it themselves to be great. I want to leave a legacy of relationships with children that can never disappear. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they must become the best that they can. My adult champion told me that my life was a precious gift. He saved me. So the change that I so badly want to make is the reason I'm here today, getting the education that I am getting.